Hi Cancer, welcome to your end of September 2019 general tarot reading. It's Serena here. Well, a card fell on the ground. I'm going to use this for the higher message. And there's actually two cards, and they're both major arcana. Yowza. I just did Scorpio's reading and they got a lot of major arcana, so maybe it's a water thing. Okay. The heart of the matter is the Death card, which is a card of transformation. Also a card of Scorpio. Oh, that's right. I just did Scorpio's reading, so maybe you're connected somehow with a Scorpio. This is transformation. Death is, of course, a form of transformation, but it's hardly the only type of transformation out there. And transformation can be a wonderful thing, can't it? It certainly doesn't have to be something that we fear. We can actually find ourselves transformed by leaving behind an old way of being, an old way of thinking, outmoded way of thinking. You know, this is your year of, you know, what I call it transformation, the North Node in your sign, transiting your sign. So in general, you may find that life is changing with the eclipses that are connected to the nodal transits. In the past position, we have the Four of Swords. You may have been doing a lot of soul searching or deep thinking and even physical healing from something. And there's it may have, you know, kind of like made you aware that you have to stop doing a certain thing. Maybe you're at a job that made you go on medical leave and you realize this has to end. I can't do this anymore. This is, now it's getting serious. Now it's really affecting me physically, which means that even if I can just soldier through emotionally, I'm still risking my ability to even go into the office every day. I can't do this. Something's got to give. And so that's something that for Cancer may be very difficult, because let's, you know, talk about the financial aspect of it. You may just feel like, I need this income. This is a sure thing. If I just leave and I don't even have anything in its place, how can I possibly make it? And yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Certainly not being able to pay your bills isn't going to make your health better either. So that might be what you have to figure out, what your dilemma is. How do I leave a job or relationship and still be able to have a roof over my head and be able to sustain myself? And I want you to think outside of the box. I want you to not just think about the regular things. Actually, this is perfect. Think outside of the box, because I have here a couple of cards that might be what's going on here. First, this is a spiritual message, these two cards. The first one is the Devil card. Usually I only pick one card, but you know, another one fell out. And these, remember, these fell to the ground, so maybe the universe really is like trying to get you to see this. The Devil card is about temptation, trying to maybe battling some kind of temptation like greed. And maybe you're not greedy, like you're just grasping for money, but you might be overly ensnared by the material. And that's because you're afraid of not having money. Maybe you grew up without money, and that just, you can't handle the thought of that again. And it has made you kind of like ensnared in this situation. Same with a personal relationship that is really taking its toll on you, but you're still kind of hanging in there. The other card I got was the Hierophant, and this can be excessive conformity, and also this is a card of tradition. So you may also, like if this is a marriage situation, say, I can't leave this relationship because it's in the Bible, or my priest, they won't annul it, or whatever, some kind of religious belief, or there's never been a divorce in my family. This is a card of tradition, so you don't want to be the first one. You're very family oriented, Cancer, typically, and that might be something that you can't imagine doing. You might have even been separated from your spouse. Maybe they were cheating or something like that, and you have lost your love for this person. The Death card could be the death of a love, but you don't want to get divorced. And perhaps you're thinking of your children. I think that with the Hierophant, it's more like that sense of structure than, the emotional side of things. But who knows, The point is, with the Four of Swords, you may have had time to think on your own about this situation, and you are having to kind of conquer those feelings, like what the Devil card may bring up for you, or the Hierophant. What challenges you is the Seven of Pentacles. This is that card of this is the Farmer's card. I've been getting this card a lot, so I think a lot of people must be dealing with this, where there's a lot of transition. And this is, let me just say one thing about Cancer and Capricorn, because during these eclipses that are occurring, it doesn't, we don't even have to look at how it affects a person's individual chart. We can just look at it for what these two signs represent and how this could affect everyone in some way. So we're talking about the 4th house of home and family in Cancer, and the 10th house of career in Capricorn. And so for everybody, these changes in these areas, how do they affect the individual? Does it make the person feel like their whole life has been a lie, that they just have not been able to live an authentic life because they, either, and it can go either way, because they were too excessively conformist and traditional, or because they look at divorce as a sign of failure, or they look at leaving a job as having given up instead of taking care of oneself, and really, so it can go either way. But the point is that sometimes with the Seven of Pentacles in the challenge position, you're not being patient enough. I don't think that's the case here. I think it's the other side of it, of being too willing to wait, even when every sign says that something has died. What's coming in is, and this could be the advice, the Ace of Wands, exciting new beginnings, maybe a lot of forward movement. This is, I believe this, to me, this is cardinal energy, so it has that sense of a shift. Hey, we're going into Libra, which is a cardinal sign, equinox time. However, it isn't fire energy, but maybe it doesn't matter. Perhaps it's simply saying that you're going to be excited to change. You're going to be ready for the change. You're not going to run away from it. Actually, with this new moon, actually, the sun going in with the equinox on the 23rd of September, and then the, whatchamacallit, the new moon in Libra on the 28th, that could be the forward movement. This would be in your area of home and family, the house that you rule. That's what Libra is to you. So that is significant when you have the new moon in your own house. And it got me to thinking, actually, because I'm recording this the day before Saturn turns direct, and that is turning direct in your 7th house of committed partnership. So Saturn retrograde may have brought up a lot in Capricorn, another cardinal sign, might have brought up a lot related to, issues surrounding commitment, love, partnership. Commitment can simply be legal. Partnership is something that is much more of an emotional thing. It's not just on paper, like signing a document. Sometimes, like I've said, I wonder sometimes if something's a train, it just seems so close. Like, what exactly is going on there? And then it gets very distracting. Okay, it seems like that's going away. Or maybe it's some kind of a machine. But anyway, the outcome is the Six of Swords. So what it sounds like is that you're going to be able to make that choice for yourself to leave Cancer. And what's so great is that you're going to be able to do so knowing exactly why you're doing it, knowing that you're choosing peace. And maybe you realize that this person that you're with was creating so much drama, so much stress, that you don't need that in your life. You've got, important things that you want to accomplish. And you have people that you want to love, and you want to be able to enjoy life to its fullest extent. So I hope that, something with the Ace of Wands is making it so that you feel like you can really push forward. And whether it's something just, comes over you, maybe it is astrologically influenced, or you just make that decision. Because the Ace of Wands can be you make the decision to become autonomous and to forge ahead independently. And then you're able to, seek peace. Okay, that's what I have for you, Cancer. I hope that you enjoyed this. If you'd like a private reading, the link is below to my website, RainaMoonAstrology.com. If you go there and sign up for my mailing list, you can receive 19% off your first reading. Take care. Bye.